So we're going to work on the Togakure Ryu Ninja Biken. Okay, the first technique is called Hiru Nuken, which means kind of like a flying dragon sword, is kind of the translation of that. Before we begin, I think it's important to understand the Biken, or the Togakure Ryu To, right? And what you see in the Togakure Ryu, they have a specific sword that they use called a Shinobigatana. It's a specific sword to that Ryuha. And on the outside, it looks exactly like a katana, right? And I know there's specific specs and all that kind of thing, but I'm going to use kind of generic terminology to kind of give you guys an understanding, okay? So I want you to think about just a basic katana, but the blade length is that of like a wakizashi or a kodachi. Now that isn't the exact specs, but generally speaking, that's about right. What they want in that specific school, they wanted a sword that looks exactly like a katana, right? So if I'm walking around, I have a katana, right? But when I draw the weapon, you could draw a shorter sword quicker than you can a longer sword. And this aids, you could use this in close quarter much easier than a bigger blade. You could also use this indoors, where much easier than a bigger blade. You catch what I mean? So it gives them an opportunity to kind of utilize different tactics when they're in combat, while they're trying to gather information, right? I mean, if you're a spy and you're trying to get information, if I'm like this and I'm talking to someone and I'm like, hey, you know, this, you gather information, and then all of a sudden someone's like, you a spy? It gives you can like draw this out and cut their throat real quick, much more than you have if you have this longer sword where you got to really draw it out and into position. You catch what I mean? So it gives you different gives you different sets of skills or a different advantage than say a regular katana. When you get to the scabbard, it's much different as well. They're going to have a longer sagyo, longer rope, so it helps you climb up things and you can pull your scabbard back up, you know, things like that. But with a shorter sword, you got all this room in the bottom, so you can fill the bottom full of powders, maybe documents that you've stolen, you know, things like that. So you can use this to throw blinding powders into people's eyes, or, you know, sometimes the end of it kind of detaches, or they put a hole in it so they can use it as a breathing tube underwater. But this was nothing but a tool. So they looked at it from that perspective. So when we're studying Togakure Ryu Baikenjutsu, all right, or Bikenjutsu, yeah, when you're working on the Shinobigatana techniques of the Togakure Ryu, you see that it's a very specific blade, right? Now, this first